favorite part about School of the Heart is that we get to come every year and watch people grow and learn who they are in the Lord, and really encounter what it means to be loved unconditionally by the Lord and other people, and how that really changes them, seeing them like open up and like really become who they were created to be. I love like the aspect of also like just building a family, building that tight-knit community, and just having people experience like that safe place and being able to like experience that with one another. I guess the thing that like impacts me most or makes me want to keep doing this is seeing people really learn to like love one another and really open their hearts. Any moments that like people would probably say are like the awkward moments or the like conflict or the things that like make people most uncomfortable is where like I'm like, yes, they're finally like being themselves. And yes, it's like this joy, but then there's also like the fear that's like, oh my gosh, this is actually where they're at. And sometimes it's scary, but it's also like that joy of like watching people like really like, oh my gosh, this moment is going to change their life. This is going to define them because they're going to actually be loved unconditionally in that place where they feel like is the worst, is like the most ugly. Like when you actually open your heart and let people into that place, like, and let people love you there, that's how you can actually experience the love of God that's unconditional. And it's most satisfying for me specifically because that's like the journey of my own heart of how I got so much healing and really like was able to like step into my destiny and my identity is like when I was at my worst, people loved me and they saw me in those places and they still accepted me and they still like didn't define me by those moments, but they actually were like, Cristina, like you're more than this, and they called out my identity in the midst of like where I thought I was like, you know, ugly, unworthy of love, all of those lies. And so when I see people in that place, it's like this is what you were created for, is like not only to experience God's love like in this isolated, like just me and the Lord, I can do anything, but it's really like we were meant to be in that place of like really connecting authentically with one another. And there's something about it that just makes your heart come alive, where you're like, I was made for this, and I know that I can like step into my destiny because I'm not alone and there's people around me like that are fighting for me.